So the game I'm playing today is called No Mario Sky. This game, as its title would insinuate, is a fan-made crossover between Mario and No Man's Sky. Now, I'm sure most of you by now have heard of No Man's Sky, mainly due to the massive amount of hype surrounding the game when it was first announced. If you haven't heard of No Man's Sky, it's basically an open-world survival game where you're just exploring space. But one aspect that the game relies heavily on, and was also sold heavily on, was procedural generation. So essentially, the entire universe of No Man's Sky is randomly generated. Every planet, moon, and alien life form you encounter is randomized. Even the names of said planets, moons, and alien life forms are randomized. In fact, even the names of specific locations on planets and moons are randomized. No Man's Sky is basically procedural generation the game, in a nutshell. And recently, the game has been shrouded in controversy for a multitude of reasons. I'm not going to be discussing the controversy surrounding the game in this video, though. I'll probably save it for another time. As a matter of fact, I'm actually planning on streaming No Man's Sky sometime soon. I haven't gotten around to playing the game for myself yet, so I'll probably discuss the controversy surrounding the game once I am finally able to get around to playing it. And I was also not going to play No Mario Sky until after I played No Man's Sky. But to be honest, I don't feel like waiting for that long, so I guess just to hold myself over and maybe hold you guys over as well, I'm going to play this game instead. So this game is basically No Man's Sky, but you're playing as Mario, and it's set in the Mushroom Kingdom, sort of. I have played this game a little bit off-screen already, and there isn't really a whole lot to say about it, mainly because there's not a whole lot to do in the game. But I still wanted to show it off anyway, just because I thought the concept alone was interesting. The concept of Mario exploring an infinite and procedurally generated universe. I don't know, it just intrigued me for some reason. Anyway, we're gonna get to playing the game here. So it shows you the controls right there. You use the arrow keys to move, and you can press either Z or X to jump. So we'll just press Z right here, and we get dropped right into the world of No Mario Sky. And also we spawn on top of a platform here. So every level in No Mario Sky, much like No Man's Sky, is procedurally generated. Also, the animations in this game are kind of broken because Mario's still in his jumping animation even though he is on the ground. Not really sure what that's all about. Also, all of the items that the question mark blocks give you, I believe, are random as well. Sometimes it can give you coins, other times it can give you 1-ups, and sometimes even Goombas can appear under the question mark blocks, so you do need to be careful. So it does show you the amount of coins you collected on the top right-hand corner of the screen. It also shows you how many lives you have. And as you can see, we are in World FFFFF787. So basically all of these worlds are named after, like, codes. They basically have codes for their names. And each world in this game has its own unique code. Yeah, and there we go, there's a Goomba right there. So all of the Goombas in this game are randomly generated as well. You can have Goombas that just jump around. You can also have Cyclops Goombas, as you can see right there. You can just stomp on them. The game also keeps track of how many Goombas you've stomped. It's not really important for anything, though. Oh, jeez, okay. Yeah, so sometimes you can get 1-ups as well. Sometimes you get jumping Goombas out of the 1-ups as well. Or the question mark blocks, I should say. Also, I don't know where the other Goomba went. He just kind of, like, jumped away. So yeah, you're just exploring the world right here. Also, is it just me, or does this structure right here kind of look like a chocolate bar sticking out of the ground? I'm not really sure, that's probably just me, but anyway, yeah, we have a lot of jumping Goombas right here. So, there are no power-ups, unlike in Super Mario Bros. So, if a Goomba hits you, then you die instantly. So there's no mushrooms or fire flowers or anything. So Mario is basically, he might as well be tiny, even though he doesn't look tiny right now. The game also uses its own art style, like this is a custom Mario sprite right here, which is pretty cool. It's pretty darn cool. Anyway, if we press the X key, we can get into our starship, and we can just take off from this planet and go and explore some other ones. And there we go, we are in space. So, in No Man's Sky, once you finally get your starship repaired, you can then actually explore the other planets in the game. So, you can just fly around right here. So you can press the Z key to fly around. You have to hold down the Z key in order to engage the pulse engine right here. In No Man's Sky, that's how you can travel a lot faster. You can engage the pulse engine, which allows you to travel to planets a lot faster. And you pretty much need to use it if you want to actually get to the planets. Otherwise, it's going to take you a pretty long time to actually travel to any of the planets in the game, so you have to use your pulse engine pretty much all the time. But anyway, we're gonna make a nice landing on this planet right here. And actually, I haven't seen this kind of planet before yet, when I was playing the game off screen. This looks like some sort of desert planet. There's like a cactus right here. So yeah, you can go either left or right. And we also have remixes of the overworld theme from the original Super Mario Bros. And this one, to be honest, is not really too great. I may be completely honest with you, if I can try and get over this jumping Goomba right here. Yeah, so there's also Goombas with sideways mouths, so as you can see, their head is basically their mouth. That's not terrifying at all. That's totally not terrifying. Also, this planet looks completely flat, actually. Okay. There's not like any pits or anything. Yeah, it's just completely flat. We got a few trees and bushes here and there, but other than that, this planet looks mostly barren. And there is no way to complete these worlds either, or these levels, so there is no ending. And actually, okay, well, I just died because the Goomba killed me there. But you are invincible when you respawn, and when you are invincible, you can just kill enemies instantly. And there is also a trick that you can use. You can just jump into your starship, and when you get out, you are invincible for a little while. Also, enemies can't hit you when you're in your starship, so that's another way you can completely cheese this. So we can just fly over him right there. There we go. He just goes right through the starship, and we can just destroy these guys. Yeah, it doesn't count towards your Goomba's squished count, because we're not actually squishing them. We're basically running them over, just ramming right through them, pretty much. And that's all there really seems to be. And that's all there really is to see on this planet, it seems, so I guess we'll just jump to the next one. So as you can see down below, in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, you do have a mini-map showing you where all of the other planets in the universe are. So you can just fly towards the dots. And the dots are different colors. The dots come in red, blue, yellow, and green. I'm not sure what the different colors mean, though. I'm assuming that planets of different dot colors are like different types of planets. I'm not really sure, but we're approaching planet F823. We'll just call it that. Also tells you how much time you'll be arriving in. It also tells you that in No Man's Sky as well. So we can just go and explore this one. And we have Goombas with one eye, and they're sticking their tongue out at me. There's also a Goomba jumping up there as well. So we can just jump on these guys, just get them out of the way. And also, I think if you hit the blocks that a Goomba is standing on, you can also kill them, just like that as well. Okay, this guy is just jumping out. Is he trying to come to me? Or are you trying to come to me, my boy? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take the other way out. I'm gonna try and jump on this platform just to get away from him. There we go. Got some coins. And also, you don't get an extra life for getting 100 coins, so it's not like Super Mario Brothers at all. There we go. You can't hit me. I'm just gonna cheese it just to get past you, and also get my invincibility, so I can just run you over and kill you instantly. And that's pretty much all you're doing in this game, guys. You're just going around and exploring different planets. There's really not a lot to say about it, honestly. So the only real purpose of this game is just traveling to different planets, seeing what kind of weird Goombas you can find. You can also find, like, really large Goombas as well. And it also keeps track of the amount of worlds you visited. As you can see, it's a 6-digit number. And other than that, that's pretty much all you do in this game. There's really nothing else to do. But then again, that's what a lot of people are saying about No Man's Sky right now, that there is basically nothing to do in No Man's Sky. But I'm not too sure about that. Like I said, I can't really tell you guys whether or not No Man's Sky is a good or bad game right now, because I haven't played it for myself yet. Also, we have Goombas with blonde hair, because that's totally not weird at all. Also, you have Goombas with eyes on the sides of their heads. So, this is just the most terrifying thing ever. Definitely the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire existence. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I don't understand why there aren't any power-ups in this game. I mean, Mario just dies when a Goomba hits him. But at least we got a 1-up there. So yeah, in some of these question mark blocks you'll get a 1-up. Sometimes you can get multiple 1-ups too. Let me just go and get this one right here. There we go. Just wait for this guy to get out of the way. There we go. Now we're getting a lot of 1-ups there. That's more like it. That is more like it. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about this game, guys. Just exploring the randomly generated Mario levels right here. That's really all you're doing. So, yeah. all there is to say about it, really. Doesn't look like there is anything else to see in this planet. Also, it is very easy to get stuck in some of these blocks, too. The collision detection is kind of wonky. Then again, this is just a fan game, so I mean, I wasn't expecting much to begin with. I never expect too much from fan games like this, but, I mean, still interesting anyway. Mario just getting into his starship, exploring the cosmos, exploring the different planets in the, I guess, the universe of the Mushroom Kingdom. Whatever solar system that the Mushroom Kingdom is in, or something, I don't really know. Anyway, we're just going to a different planet right here. Let's see if we can find something interesting. Oh geez, okay, well this is a planet type I've seen before. This is a more dangerous planet because, yeah, these planet types have, like, ginormous gaps. Actually, can I jump it? Can I jump it? Okay, no, I couldn't jump that. So, you pretty much need to fly around the planet right here in order to even, like, get anywhere. Because there are some gaps that you can't even jump over. Like, you can't even see where the gap ends, so you just need to fly over it. You can just fly over it with your starship. Also, if you crash your starship right into the planet, it doesn't kill you. As you can see, it just kicks you out of your starship and puts you on the ground. That's pretty much all it does. You can crash into the planets at full speed, and it won't kill you or anything. Doesn't look like there's any Goombas on that planet either, so I think maybe we'll go to these ones all the way down over here. Yeah, and there's also dots that do appear on the map after a while, like when you start getting close to them. So we could go to this blue dot all the way over here. Now, of course, one gameplay aspect that this game lacks, this fan game, is crafting, because I believe there is also... I think there is crafting in No Man's Sky, and there's also, like, a currency system where you can, like, sell items to other aliens in the game in exchange for better items, and even completely different starships, like much better starships. And there's also space combat, sort of, in No Man's Sky. I mean, there are some instances where you'll be fighting, like, hostile spaceships. So, spaceships being piloted by other alien life forms, and you have to shoot them down. There is none of that in this game, as far as I know. This game, it's just going around to other planets and looking at the extremely nightmare-inducing Goombas. Whatever nightmare-inducing Goombas you can find here. Those are Paragoombas right there, so they're just jumping around. Not all of them are jumping around, though. What's in the question mark block? Just a coin. Alright. So yeah, there's really not a lot to do in this game, guys. In fact, there's practically nothing to do in this game. You're just going around, exploring the planets right here, and just looking at the Goombas, and that's literally it. That's the entire game. But again, not like I was expecting much from it anyway. And also, I wasn't expecting too much from No Man's Sky either, because I know that a lot of people were incredibly hyped for No Man's Sky when it was first announced, but to be honest, I was never really too hyped for No Man's Sky anyway, and wow, okay, that's just completely terrifying. But yeah, I was never really too excited for No Man's Sky to begin with, so when I do finally get around to playing the game, I probably won't be expecting too much from it, but I will at least still try it out anyway, and if I do enjoy the game, or if I dislike the game, then, you know, I'll just give my opinion on it. I'll give my opinion on as to why I, you know, either like or dislike the game. Not afraid to give my opinion on stuff. Especially in recent times. I mean, especially ever since I made that, Plague Inc. Evolve video where I called Donald Trump a parasite, so, or made jokes about Donald Trump being a parasite, so, yeah, definitely not afraid to express my opinion anymore. But, anyway, okay, what the heck was that? I, like, killed him in midair. So, yeah, other than that, guys, that's all there is to say about No Mario Sky, so I think I am actually just going to leave this video here, guys, because that's literally the entire game. You've seen the entire game already, within the course of just like 15 or 20 minutes. That's pretty much it. Alright, so I think I am going to leave this video here, guys, because that's all I can say about No Mario Sky. I mean, that's the entire game. That's all you're doing. Just hopping into your starship, exploring as many worlds as you can, trying to stomp as many Goombas as you can, and also getting to look at the horrifying Goombas, the horrifying procedurally generated Goombas, and that's the entire game. There's literally nothing more I can say about it. So, while I'm going around and exploring other planets, and just flying through the planet, I think I am gonna leave this video here, guys. So, that is No Mario Sky, just a silly little fan game that I just so happened to stumble upon. I'm not really sure if this is, like, an actual Mario/No Man's Sky fan game, or if this is supposed to be like a parody, if this is supposed to be making fun of No Man's Sky. I have no idea, but either way, that's the entire game. That's literally it. It's just Mario hopping into his starship, exploring the cosmos, exploring all the other different planets that Goombas exist on. There's no princess that needs to be saved, don't need to worry about Bowser. In fact, I'm not even sure if Princess Peach or Bowser even exist in this universe, but yeah, it's just Mario exploring various planets in the universe of the Mushroom Kingdom. I guess you could consider it if Super Mario Bros. Was a walking simulator, with very basic flight mechanics. But it's still pretty cool though, and it's kinda surprising to me to see that someone actually decided to make this. And actually, I don't think this game was developed by just one person. I believe it was developed by 4 people, because there's like Twitter usernames of 4 different people that appear on the game's title screen. I'm assuming this game was developed by multiple people, and if so, that is even more interesting actually, but yeah, so this is just a silly little fan game that was developed for, I believe, Ludum Dare, actually. I think this game was developed for Ludum Dare 36, and it was only made in 3 days. So, I mean, obviously there's not a lot that you're going to be able to do in the game. I mean, if the game was only developed in 3 days, but still, it's interesting to say the least, even though it is pretty boring because there's not a lot to do in the game. But then again, that's what a lot of people are saying about No Man's Sky right now, so who knows? Maybe that's intentional. Maybe it's intentionally boring. I have no idea, but if you still want to check it out, the link is in the description. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Later!